Hello and thank you for clicking onto this video. So it is an unboxing of a Rebecca Minkoff MAC bag. I thought I'd do it on camera because I received it about 10 or 15 minutes ago and I honestly could not remember what it was. I was sort of shaking it about and it just seemed like a lot of loose things and it just didn't ring a bell. And then I looked at the postage and the postage was £8.50, which is really expensive, so I thought it must be something expensive inside, and I decided maybe to do a video and see my surprise when I look inside. But then as I set up the camera, it suddenly dawned on me on what it was, and I just thought I'd just put the title of what it was anyway, Rebecca Minkoff, in case anybody, I think a lot of people are interested in Rebecca Minkoff as a brand. So yeah, I have opened it already, you can see there, because it is well secured. And I honestly, I bought this in auction at the last minute, but I did have time to read the description and look through the photographs. It was such a bargain. I already have a Rebecca Minkoff MAC bag and this was going for a similar price. I'll talk about the price later on. But Rebecca Minkoff here in Ireland and the UK is not all that popular. I think more YouTubers are starting to become aware of her and show her bags, and just as a consequence of that, you can still pretty much pick them up cheap on eBay here in the UK and Depop. Yeah, so they're going a lot more cheaper than they're actually worth. I think they are sort of like a mid to high end range. The bags go from a few £100s upwards, and the quality of the leather is absolutely brilliant. Attention to detail and her accessories, she brings out a lot of accessories as well. It's just a really good, well thought out designer brand. And also I love the sort of honesty and ethos behind the brand. At the minute, Rebecca Minkoff is all about, she is a woman, and the campaign is all about empowering women, which I think is very important, and a very sort of honest campaign compared to some of the campaigns from the higher end brands like Dior and Chanel. There's definitely something sort of draws me into the Rebecca Minkoff as a brand, and also I think the actual bags are absolutely brilliant. So enough chatter and I will get opening. I did take some of this tape off, just another little bit of tape to do, because I didn't want to be here all day. So, alright, now I know why there's lots of jingle jangling. So it is this box and the bag, and there's just a little bit of tissue paper, which is why I paired the chain of the bag. A bit disappointed that it wasn't wrapped up. I mean, that's just me, but yeah. I mean, if the chain was wrapped up, even with a little bit of newspaper, it just protects it from the bag, because chains tend to wear out the bag. So it is a Rebecca Minkoff MAC bag, and the seller described it as the larger of the MAC bags. I think there's actually 3, and I think this is actually the medium one. I think there's a mini MAC, this medium one, and then a larger one, and it is in a grey colour. It actually looks a little bit different than the picture. It looks more like a metallic grey. In the pictures it looked like a flat grey, and I actually do prefer the metallic grey, so I'm happy already. It is a lovely colour. So we'll do the inspection of the bag together. The first thing I'm going to look is the hardware, because there's loads of it. And this chain, so the bag has the silver hardware, and the hardware looks brilliant. The seller has described this bag as hardly worn and very good condition. So yeah, there's no scratches at all on the hardware, on the chain of the bag, and little leather studs. There's just a tiny few scratches and a hair, but I'm not worried too much about that. And then the other side looks in perfect condition as well. The zipper is perfect, there's no scratches at all on there. It's stamped Rebecca Minkoff. Another thing is Rebecca Minkoff is not immune to the fakers. There's fake Rebecca Minkoffs out there as well. I've owned a few of these bags, so hopefully I can tell whether it's genuine or not. I mean, by the pictures on the auction listing, it looked genuine. So the hardware looks okay. So it has a little Rebecca Minkoff tag at the back. And the obvious big bit of hardware is, I call this the dog leash clasp. I'm not sure what it's the actual proper term for, but it looks in perfect condition. There's no signs of wear at all. And on the bottom we have the little studs. So in this medium one there is 5, on the mini M.A.C one there is 4. Now, there doesn't seem to be any stains or major wear on the outside of the bag itself, but even though the seller described it as hardly worn, very good condition, on the actual photographs on the listing I did notice signs of wear. So it really takes you to be really attentive to the photographs and check them out and even ask for more pictures. So the wear that I seen was on the corners. Now this is just typical of a bag that's been set on the ground. On the other side there is a bit more on the corners as well. But honestly, it's not too bad. It's not ripped. I mean, that's just the coating of the leather. It could be buffed out with leather conditioner, and a little bit of dye would just make that sort of like new again. And I've did a bit of DIY on a Rebecca Minkoff bag before, so that might be another little project for me. But that is a tiny project. The whole bag doesn't need dyed, just those little bits on the corner. And also I did notice when I was looking at the chain, yep, there's it there, there's a little bit of wear here. Again, that it feels very smooth. It's just the coating of the leather rather than a rip. So a little bit of leather conditioner and a little bit of dye over that will just buff that all out and make it blend back in with the bag again. So there is another bit just on the opposite corner. I have a funny feeling that's been the chain, which is so important when you have these bags, to store the chain maybe inside the bag. So a little bit disappointed with that, but not too bad, because the price I paid for the bag was £20, which I still think is absolutely unbelievable, because you could go to a high street store like River Island or Topshop and pay much more money for a bag that's not even real leather. So definitely I prefer to invest money in the Rebecca Minkoff. It's such an amazing bag. You have a little hidden pocket underneath here, so I'm just going to check that out. And I love the tassels as well. And again, the hardware seems to be in perfect condition. No signs of wear on the hardware. And that's there. And there's, hold on, I'm just checking the pockets, because sometimes people leave stuff in the pockets and there doesn't seem to be any signs of wear in this little pocket at all. So again, we'll check the inside. So we have two sort of open pockets like in most bags, and then we have a zipper pocket here. So that's the zipper pocket there. I'm just going to check that. And there's nothing on the inside as well. So maybe there was £200 or something, but no, there's nothing in there. And the little zip is the Rebecca Minkoff logo. And you have a little leather Rebecca Minkoff logo there as well. So really, I'm really overall happy with the bag. I knew about that wear before that I got it. But that can be patched up. It is not a major DIY. I have a little, where is it now? Sorry. I have another Rebecca Minkoff bag there. This is the same bag. So this is the medium M.A.C with gold hardware. Absolutely love this bag. I love the blue on the zip there. It is structurally the same as this bag. This is an older bag, so there are a couple of differences. I think the first difference is the shoulder strap. There is no metal studs in the shoulder strap, and there is no, so you have the little silver Rebecca Minkoff plaque, and there is none there. But on the inside of this one, there is a plaque, and it's just underneath the zipper pocket. So we've got the Minkoff bag, our Minkoff plaque there. I think there is an extra pocket on this one. So you have the zipper pocket here, and then you have an extra pocket in there. And I think the zipper pocket in this one here is not trimmed in leather. So the zipper pocket in this one here is not trimmed in leather, whereas the old one is. I actually think I prefer the older version better. Some people don't. I think it's just either or, they're pretty much the same, and I think this is definitely genuine. Going by the pictures on the auction listing anyway before I bid, I had pretty much idea that it was genuine. So absolutely love it. I think I will definitely keep the colour and just touch up those little bits, because I think grey is a pretty neutral bag. I think it's really good for spring and summer as well. It just can be worn with so many different colours and outfits, and I think the style of the bag is brilliant as well. It's just a really good everyday bag, so pretty happy with it. If you have any questions, especially about Rebecca Minkoff, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. But if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day or a lovely evening wherever you are. Thank you. Bye bye.